there are some changes with the very latest. Number one, the storm encountered a little bit of friction, interaction with the Yucatan Peninsula last night, so it dropped down to a Cat 4, back into the warm waters of the Gulf. It's back to a Cat 5. As far as the track, there's been a little wobble. I'm talking a very small wobble to the south. We still see landfall in and around Tampa, but now we think the landfall will be just south of Tampa. That plays a lot into the storm surge. Anywhere south of landfall, if you go south of landfall, you're going to get a lot of storm surge. We think Tampa may be on the good side. That's something we have to watch. It's not a definite, but it's looking a little bit better, a little bit better. I've got to give you the lay of the land here. And let's throw on the storm, and the satellite image is going to show you it fills up a good chunk of the Gulf of Mexico. But watch how we see the signature of the rainfall. You're going to clearly see the eye making its push in the direction of the peninsula. All right, notice the biggest rain is north of the eye. North is where we see freshwater flooding, maybe a foot of rain. South is where we see the worst storm surge, but less freshwater flooding. The only good news I can say about all this, it's going to be pushing into the Atlantic Ocean. This is not going to be doing a U-turn. So for places like North Carolina, this is not your storm. This is a storm solely for Florida.
Renowned meteorologist Dr. Emily Carter, known for her accurate forecasts and calm demeanor, sent shockwaves through social media with her recent tweets. Her followers, accustomed to her measured and precise updates, were taken aback by the sudden shift in tone. Her usually informative posts took on a sense of urgency, using terms like unprecedented intensification and warning of catastrophic impacts from an approaching hurricane. This language, starkly different from her usual updates, highlighted the gravity of the situation. These stark warnings, coming from a voice trusted by millions, have understandably left many feeling anxious and uncertain. The community, which often relies on Dr. Carter for guidance, is now grappling with the potential severity of the storm. Dr. Carter's tweets serve as a critical wake-up call for those in the potential path of this storm. Her messages have prompted immediate action, with residents rushing to secure their homes and gather essential supplies. Her sense of urgency underscores the seriousness of the situation and the need for immediate preparation. The community's response has been swift, with local stores reporting a surge in demand for emergency supplies. While hurricanes are not uncommon, this particular storm possesses meteorological characteristics that demand our full attention. The rapid intensification and unusual path of the storm have caught the attention of experts worldwide. In times like these, it's important to remember that knowledge is power. Staying informed through reliable sources can make a significant difference in how we prepare and respond. Understanding the science behind Dr. Carter's warnings is the first step in effectively preparing for this potentially dangerous weather event. By comprehending the data and forecasts, we can take appropriate measures to safeguard our lives and property. Let's delve into what these meteorological terms mean and what we can expect in the coming days. Terms like unprecedented intensification refer to the rapid strengthening of the storm, which can lead to more severe impacts. Catastrophic impacts indicate potential widespread damage and disruption. By breaking down these terms, we can better understand the potential risks and prepare accordingly. Community efforts are also crucial during such times. Neighbors helping neighbors, volunteers distributing emergency supplies, and local authorities coordinating response efforts can make a significant difference in mitigating the storm's impact. Dr. Carter's warnings have not only raised awareness, but also fostered a sense of solidarity and collective action. Emergency shelters are being set up, medical personnel are preparing for potential emergencies, and rescue teams are on standby. These preparations are essential to ensure the safety and well-being of everyone in the storm's path. Dr. Carter's timely and urgent messages have played a pivotal role in mobilizing these efforts. As we continue to monitor the situation, Dr. Carter's live updates and social media posts will be invaluable. Staying connected and informed through her trusted voice can help us navigate the challenges ahead. Let's remain vigilant, prepared, and supportive of one another as we face this unprecedented weather event together. Dr. Carter's use of the phrase unprecedented intensification refers to a phenomenon where a hurricane's wind speeds increase dramatically in a very short period. This rapid intensification can turn a relatively weak hurricane into a major one, capable of causing significantly more damage in a matter of hours. It is this unpredictable and swift escalation of power that makes this particular storm so concerning. The term catastrophic impacts paints a grim picture of the potential damage this hurricane could inflict. We're likely to see widespread power outages, severe flooding and significant structural damage to buildings. Coastal communities, especially those in low-lying areas, are particularly vulnerable to storm surge, an abnormal rise in sea level caused by the hurricane's powerful winds pushing water towards the shore. Understanding these terms is key to grasping the gravity of the situation. The potential for rapid intensification means that the storm could strengthen significantly before it makes landfall, leaving less time for preparation. Rapid intensification is particularly dangerous because it can catch people off guard. If a hurricane rapidly intensifies just before making landfall, coastal communities may have little time to evacuate or make adequate preparations. This can lead to a higher risk of injuries, loss of life, and more widespread devastation. The impacts of rapid intensification are not limited to coastal areas. While coastal regions bear the brunt of a hurricane's fury, inland areas are also susceptible to heavy rainfall, flooding, and tornadoes spawned by the storm. The remnants of a hurricane can still pack a punch, causing widespread damage far from the coast. It is crucial to remember that every hurricane is different, and the impacts can vary greatly depending on the storm's intensity, size, speed, and track. Staying informed and prepared is essential for everyone in the potential path of this storm, regardless of location. Section 4. Tracking the storm's path. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the hurricane's track and intensity, using sophisticated computer models and real-time data from satellites and weather buoys. These tools allow them to gather crucial information about the storm's current position, wind speeds, and pressure systems. By analyzing this data, they can make more accurate predictions about where the hurricane might go next and how strong it could become. While predicting the exact path and intensity of a hurricane can be challenging, especially so far in advance, experts are providing regular updates to keep the public informed. These updates are essential for ensuring that communities in the potential path of the storm can take the necessary precautions. Meteorologists use a combination of historical data, current weather patterns, and advanced algorithms to refine their predictions as the storm progresses. As of today, October 9, 2024, the National Hurricane Center projects that the storm will likely make landfall along the southeastern coast within the next 72 hours. This projection is based on the latest data and models, but it's important to remember that hurricanes can be unpredictable. Changes in atmospheric conditions, ocean temperatures, and other factors can cause the storm to shift direction or change intensity. However, it's important to note that this is just a projection, and the storm's path could shift. The cone of uncertainty represents the range of possible paths the hurricane could take, and it can change as new data becomes available. This is why continuous monitoring and updates are crucial. Everyone in the cone of uncertainty, which represents the potential area the storm could impact, needs to be prepared. This means securing your home, gathering emergency supplies, and having a plan in place for evacuation if necessary. It's better to be over-prepared than caught off guard by the storm's arrival. It's vital to stay tuned to official weather updates from the National Hurricane Center, your local news, and reliable weather apps. These sources will provide the most accurate and up-to-date information about the storm's progress and any changes in its projected path. Regularly checking these updates can help you make informed decisions about your safety and preparedness. Pay close attention to watches and warnings issued for your area. These alerts are designed to give you enough time to take action and protect yourself and your loved ones. Watches and warnings are issued based on the latest data and predictions, so they can change as the storm evolves. A hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within the specified time frame, usually within 48 hours. This is the time to review your emergency plan, check your supplies, and make sure you know where to go if you need to evacuate. While a hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected and preparations should be rushed to completion, this is the time to finalize your preparations, secure your property, and be ready to act quickly if evacuation orders are issued. Your safety and the safety of your family depend on taking these warnings seriously and being prepared for the worst-case scenario. Section 5. Practical steps for storm preparation. Preparing for a hurricane is essential for ensuring your safety and the well-being of your loved ones. It's not just about having a plan, but also about making sure every member of your household knows what to do and where to go in case of an emergency. Taking proactive steps now can make a significant difference when every second counts. The more prepared you are, the less stressful the situation will be when the storm hits. Remember, it's always better to be over-prepared than under-prepared when it comes to facing a potentially dangerous natural disaster. Stock up on essential supplies like water, non-perishable food, medications, and first aid kits. Make sure you have enough to last at least 3 days. Start by creating a family communication plan. This plan should include important phone numbers, a list of emergency contacts, and a clear outline of what to do in different scenarios. Establish a designated meeting place in case you are separated, and ensure everyone knows how to contact each other, including alternative methods of communication if cell service is disrupted. Consider using walkie-talkies or a pre-arranged meeting spot. Keep important documents such as identification, insurance policies, and medical records in a waterproof container, or save digital copies in a secure location. This will ensure that you have access to these critical documents even if your home is damaged. Next, prepare your home for the storm. This includes checking the exterior of your house for any potential hazards and making necessary repairs. Bring loose objects indoors or secure them to prevent them from becoming dangerous projectiles in high winds. This includes patio furniture, garden tools, and any other items that could be picked up by strong winds. Trim trees and shrubs around your property to minimize the risk of falling branches. This can help prevent damage to your home and reduce the risk of injury. If you have time, consider installing hurricane shutters or boarding up windows with plywood. This can provide an extra layer of protection against flying debris and high winds. Additionally, make sure to check your roof and gutters to ensure they are secure and free of debris. Practice emergency drills with your family so everyone knows what to do when a storm is imminent. This can include evacuation routes, safe spots in your home, and how to use emergency equipment. Stay informed by keeping up with local news and weather updates. Community cooperation can also be a vital part of storm preparation. Work with your neighbors to share resources and information. Finally, regularly check and update your emergency kit to ensure all supplies are in working order and nothing is expired. Being prepared can make all the difference in ensuring your safety and peace of mind during a storm.